Okay, everybody, so I hope y'all are having yourself a great afternoon. And today I got a little story for you guys. This is actually a pretty good one because this story here affects me up until this day, even though it's been a few years. It's left a lasting impact on my life, even though it's not for the better, for sure. But anyways, for this one here, we're going to be taking it back to my good old prime, back in the good old days of high school. I think I was in grade 12 for this one. So, like most kids in grade 12, I was more interested about smoking weed behind the McDonald's and getting drunk at parties, but I really didn't care about school. Anyways, it's a Friday night, it's a long weekend, and there's supposed to be a party, so me and a few buddies, we get together and we're going to this party. And my drive, or whatever I was with, we parked at a church, like probably half a mile down the road or so, and we were just going to walk whenever we left, and then just literally sleep in the car until one of us was sober enough that we could drive off. But we were sleeping there for the night. So anyways, we're at this party and it's been going on for an hour or two, and it's it's getting pretty lit, probably 150 people. And the only problem with this party is that there's a police station down the road. It wasn't too far down the road, maybe a mile at most, but nonetheless the police did find out about the party and they came to try and shut it down. And they're pretty unsuccessful at shutting it down, honestly. Like, some people left, but I knew the owner of the house and she let me stay and some friends stay. So anyways, we stayed for a while and the party never really got shut down. People came back, and then all of a sudden, near the end of the night, there's this huge fight that broke out. I don't really remember all the details behind it, and I don't really think it prevails to the story that much. But basically, where I live, there's two sides of town, and it's the north side and the south side. And it really doesn't mean anything, except for in high school, because, high school kids are weird, and every school has, that good old rivalry. I know our teams were quite the rivals at hockey and football back in the day. However, I digress from my story, but anyways, so fight breaks out between the two sides, and this is probably the only time that I've ever heard of this happen, is the girl called the cops on her own party. And I've been to quite a few parties, and I've never been to one besides this one, that the host was the one that called the police. So I thought that was pretty cool. And actually, I really didn't think it was that cool, because I had to leave. But anyway, so we're leaving, and there's probably 5 or 6 cop cars outside of the house. And there's this ditch that runs alongside of the road. And I know it's not easy to explain, but you just have to kind of picture it in your head. So you're leaving a house, and beside the road there's a ditch probably 10-15 feet deep. I think it's just to collect rainwater or whatever. But nonetheless, I'm leaving and it's raining. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm probably about 10 or 12 beers deep. And so I'm leaving, and I slipped on the grass because it was wet, and I was walking on a bit of a hill, a side hill, since it was a ditch, right? It was right off the side of the road. So my ankle rolls up from under me and buckles. And I really didn't feel it because I was drunk. So, obviously, okay, my ankle hurts. It's not too bad. I can keep walking. So I keep walking half a mile right after I sprained my ankle. Put all my weight on it, nothing ever happened. Just keep walking. And so anyways, we end up sleeping in the car overnight. Yeah, I wake up the next morning, and not only was I hungover, obviously, or whatever, but I had the worst ankle pain of my life. So I'll throw a picture up on the screen right here. Of me the next morning at the market when I had to get a wheelchair because I couldn't walk. I didn't have crutches or anything yet. And basically after that, I tried to be a little easy on my feet, but I really never let my ankle heal. I just kind of went about my shit. So it never really healed. And to this day, since then, that was about almost going on 4 years ago now. It'll be 4 years ago in the fall. But I've probably sprained that ankle about 10 times since. And literally, if I slip on ice outside, if I don't step exactly perfectly, it literally takes nothing these days. And I'll sprain my ankle, and I'm off my feet for another 2 or 3 days. And I'll probably never play sports again. I can't really run, because if I run more than 30 seconds, then my ankle starts hurting. And yeah, pretty much to this day, that kind of lingers with me, and I really can't be all that physically active anymore, and it pretty fucking sucks when you're only 20 years old. So anyways, I think that's about all for today's video. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I do plan on doing a few more of these. So if that's something that interests you, then definitely leave a like down below and subscribe, and make sure to turn on the notifications so you get that notification right away when the new stuff drops. Anyways guys, I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will catch you all soon.